Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Lou Lee. I'm a board-certified psychiatrist, and I've had the pleasure of meeting the wonderful and amazing Miss Laylee Hayslip, as you see here. And through my first interaction with her book signing in San Diego, I've learned to know so much about her and her history through the books that she has shared, When Heaven and Earth Change Places, and also Child of War, Woman of Peace, her two amazing productions in her life. And from that, Oliver Stone had bought the right to the books and made a movie called Heaven and Earth in later on. And my hope is for you, our viewers, to have a glimpse into Vietnam's history, Vietnam's culture, and also a glimpse into the personal life of cô Laylee Hayslip and what she had to go through from the lens of a child growing up in a village and seeing the war-torn country in its changes through the life, in the years, in the decades, and how she has overcome each and every one of those challenges, and how she is amazingly resilient and successful as a humanitarian, as a person who overcame her own traumatic past and is a peacemaker, a peace builder for all these years that we have been living here. And I'm just in the very beginning of this journey myself in learning about her life and how amazing her world is. And I'm totally intrigued and still a student in this regard. And I thought it was best that we share this national treasure, this knowledge that she carries inside her, the amount of cultural songs that she has, the amount of historical stories that she has lived through. Most people probably would say one of her stories is enough to be traumatic in their own life, I would believe. And yet, time after time, event after event, she continues to endure, adapt, and overcome. And she is an amazing life figure and example of how you can choose your own path to be who you are, true to your heart, and still be the voice and the person that is living a meaningful and purposeful life. So with that, please welcome Miss Laylee Hayslip.
Hi con, hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Go, for joining me. I hope this is going to be a great journey in our conversations together. My hope for this is that as we continue to explore and learn about your life in a historical timeline of just from the very beginning, what I love to do is studying timelines and see how things and events and personal development is influenced and affected by those historical events. And you'll see as she tells the story of her life through the years and what she had to do and what she had to encounter and overcome, it's just remarkable. The books is this big, the movie is this long, but her life is just, this grand. And I just don't think the book and the movie still can even do all the things that I am learning in our intimate convos about her life, the lessons that she carries along the way that I'm so appreciative of hearing and learning from. And I think you would too. And I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Okay, so anything you want to introduce yourself to our viewers about where you are before I begin?
But you asked and I answered the best way that lead into it because otherwise I can say that I was born in 1949 and 1949, early 1950, and in small village. They call the when my time was born there, the village is called Kỳ La, right outside of Marble Mountain. But then after growing up, the South Vietnamese changed into thôn Bình Kỳ, xã Hòa Phụng, quận Hòa Vang, tỉnh Quảng Nam. So that is my village. Now we're changing to Hòa Quý, Da Nang, Vietnam. So just like you say, I am 77 years old. I have a lot to share, a lot of history to tell, and whatever the interest and to help the people to learn, I'm more than happy to share.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being so kind with your time, with your personal stories and your history. I really think this is a piece of treasure that we will soon to find out as we go from one recording to the next. You'll really learn to know how amazing she is. So just to recap, she was born in the middle region of Vietnam. Is the bigger city that we most know now is Da Nang, right? But then it's broken down by the little towns and village and all that, and that was the individual names of each place. That how it was then categorized, and this has a very significant importance in history. Let's start from the beginning. When you were first born, what do you remember in your childhood as you were growing up, and your earliest memories? What do you recall about this special village and town and your childhood memory of that? I think just starting from, your own timeline.
Yes, I'm very lucky. I'm the youngest daughter of 6 children. So I had 3 sisters older than me and then 2 brothers. Our family is a farmer, rice farmer, but most of people in the village is either a farmer or fisherman. And so our village is desert. It's just a beach land, and so we hardly grow anything but sweet potatoes, anything that grow in the desert. But then we drop down, then we have this rice paddy swamp. So we had both. And my time growing up from 1950 to 1954, the first 4 years, I didn't know much, learn much. But what I learned was I had the 3 sisters before me, and when in Vietnam we have cái nôi, we rock in the baby and we lullaby and we sing. That is put me to sleep, but it also I rememorize whatever song they sing. Just if you talk about that, their song is 1930, 1920, and I born 1950. So my mom and my 3 sisters helping me on those songs that I carry and memorize since then. So that is why you can call it a wise wisdom with those songs. So one thing that I lost, my mother took with her. She a professional hào khoáng singer or a fox singer in the village. But then all 4 of her daughters know how to sing. We all together, that all we do is we sing songs.
Okay.
So this kind of thing that is, I'm very happy childhood, even though it is war going on between the Vietnam that fought against the French. And the first 4 years of my life, of course, I saw a lot of trauma stuff, killing, chopping the head off.
Even in the first 4 years of your life already?
Yes.
Okay.
Rape, woman being raped by the Frenchmen. And what's scary the most was the bằng ma dương rạch mặt đến Morocco. Morocco soldier.
Really?
They're black, but then they paint their faces to make it very scary. But that is their custom. Until I travel to Moroccan, I can see that this face looks so many scary look. So Vietnamese in village we call them the ma dương rạch mặt. Và tất nhiên là lính Morocco, Moroccan mà họ rạch mặt họ ra họ chẻ ra đó. Thì cái đó là sợ cái thứ nhất. Nó sợ cái thứ hai nữa đó là người Pháp á, người ta nằm mà cái bằng đi bố trí đi hành quân á, ở trong quê trong làng là tiểu tiện đại tiện là ở ngoài sân hết, ngoài vườn hết, không có inside không. Thì là khi mà mình use outside bedroom thì you have chicken, we have pig, we have cow, we have water buffalo, duck, dog, cat, and human manure all over. And yet they don't care. They just lay around. They gun point. They ate. They talk. They have a scary looking because they're in war. And they gun, long gun, short gun. They have all kind of stuff to carry with them, and they walk around. It's just like a giant robot come from other planet. It's not like Vietnam.
I see.
Or it's not like any villager. So that image to me, it just know what the war is all about, even though the first 4 years of my life.
I see. So just to recap, one of the amazing feature and character that I know about Cô Lê is her remarkable memory in remembering all the songs. She was talking about being raised in kind of like a baby rocker, and her mom being a professional folk singer, and her 4 older sisters are also singers. 3 sisters, I mean, she's the 4th daughter. So are also skilled and know all the songs and are taught verbally down by tradition. And they would rock Go Lay Lee to sleep with these songs. And over time, she's memorized all these songs herself. And I will often ask her to share these songs with you, and she'll break it down. I mean, we're talking about songs about love, we're talking songs about war, we're talking songs about, mother's love to baby and husband's love for wife, or vice versa. All these things are just beautifully captured into lines of poetry that she sings in her special dialect. And then we'll have opportunities for her to share that. The other part is, already in the first 4 years of life, we're seeing traumatic witnessing of beheadings, traumatic witnessing of rapes by foreigners. Okay, we're talking about Frenchmen. She's talking about, very scary looking Moroccan soldiers with line paintings on their face, to a person growing up in a rice paddy village and to see the other, the non-self, the not familiar Vietnamese looking kind of person. You can see how that can leave a rather traumatic impression for a person of any age, and yet this is the beginning of first formed memories for her in her early childhood. So keep that note as we go through in the life, and how that will continue. Themes of trauma will continue to appear, and I will try to interject my own sort of like psychiatry, mental health piece in asking for her wisdom in how she has managed to overcome some of these things. Okay, so just put that into context. Maybe would you like to share a song, just to have an introduction of what, maybe think of the song that comes to mind, that describes your childhood and your village and the experience that you recall from mom and daughter, and break it down for me in such a song or something else, whatever comes to your mind to share. Feel free.
I want to bring up one tremendous memory as a young girl. I cry every time I tell this story, and it just like happened yesterday. And I know now that a lot of YouTube story, a woman start to share about their life and how they've been raped or how they've been molested by so and so. And I just so surprised that Vietnamese women starting to talk about this. Because there's something Vietnamese we say the xấu che, tốt khoe. Tất nhiên là we always hiding bad thing, and we only talking about nice thing. That's why nobody know what anything behind the curtain. But growing up in a village, everything is open. We don't have bathroom, we don't have bedroom, we don't have anything you can call lock the door and private. No, everything is open. So when the Frenchmen came to the village, most women and young girls from 5 and up stay together outside the sun, outside porch, right, in front of the house. Then 2-3 other women who are single mom brought their kids come. So what they do is they stay around back to back, and each of them carry a baby, and each of them starting to put the red color looking in the pan, so show that they have the parent. So hope that they're not raped. Okay. And now my sister and my mom and did all this that, and here I just watching, just stand there watch 3-4 years old. One particular day, there was about 3 p.m. and my mom, and I'm not sure now that my oldest sister Hai was there or not, but now the 2 women from the village next door came over, because my mother very strong woman, she can protect this woman. So 2 other women carried their children came, and my mom hold my niece, just brand new baby, just about 2-3 months. And when my sister hide, I think she hide in the bedroom with her red clothes. So I'm just 2-3 years old and hold on my mom leg while she holding my niece in her hand. Then we have an alley. It's right between my house and my uncle's house. just small alley, and Estes and all kind of bamboo and everything growing. That from nowhere, the young girl, she one hand she holding a hat, and other hand she running, help, help, quơ làng, ở Việt Nam đó là kêu bằng village, quơ làng, quơ làng, quơ làng, quơ làng, chứ she can't say anything else, just only la làng đó, kêu bằng la làng. Tại vì we train from young age that anything happen, we have to kêu bằng la làng lên, la làng lên. It's here, it's like you call 911, right? But there, that's all you can do.
Right.
And so she came and she ran. She's, quơ làng, quơ làng, quơ làng, quơ làng. My mom said, lay down, flat down on your belly. Hold on the bamboo bushes, right? Don't let them turn you over. Well, that time, we have the Vietnamese who fight for the French against the Vietnam. We call them lính khố xanh or lính khố đỏ. Hai lính này đó là military, they're military, but they red up the uniform that khố xanh and khố đỏ. And then they with the French, but they're Vietnamese. So all of the guys that come to the village, either them or the French rape this woman. So the girl like myself or that girl run through there, usually be raped by those people. So when this girl came through to the village and la làng lên, then my mom tell her to just lay down flat on her belly and hold on the bamboo. This way they can't turn her over to rape her, you see? So she did that. It's right in front of us. It's there with 3 ladies and 3-4 baby stand around, and that girl just right there. And then they came. They turned her over and she just hold on. She let her head go and she hold on the bamboo. Kêu bằng cái rễ tre đó. The old bamboo root is. Then the witch call. Somebody saw and somebody tried to save the girl, or they have to withdraw, we don't know. But cái kêu bằng tu quýt thổi còi, vậy là nó đi. Nó bỏ ra nó đi. They saved that girl. And that image to me is just like one of many trauma. It's worse than I see the dead person, you know. Because that person I don't touch or I don't, see, but that girl, it's just like when I grown up, I see myself in her, I see hers in me. We come from same village, we know everybody. So that is trauma to me, even though now it's 77 years later, I still see her face. It's sad, but that's why.
There's a point that your body just holds on to what it witnesses, and it remembers, as in we say, the body holds the score. Those who study trauma will know what I'm talking about. It's a book that talks about when the person experiences trauma, your brain holds the memory, the sight, taste, sound, smell, touch, all the senses of as if the memory is still happening today when we recall the event. And just so you can have an understanding of the amount of emotional impact and the pain that Cô Lê Lý is being vulnerable here, is as if she was still there, standing right in that place, witnessing and feeling and hearing the voices of this young girl screaming, and how she was taught to hold on to the bamboo tree as hard as you can so that they can't flip you over, while screaming to the village as if that was the village's 911 response, screaming to everybody. And that's how her mom was able to identify and guided the young lady to go ahead and hold on to the bamboo trees and do not let them flip you over. I can't even imagine how we would face such a situation in today's time if that was a scenario that's happening. I think we would, I just don't know. But if anything, this is the first of many. I believe that you'll get a glimpse of how she is the witness, the experienced person in the first hand of these events that she has grown through the years of the turmoils of Vietnam. And I'm sorry you had to experience such a pain at so early on. And I think we'll we'll eventually come to know where your strength comes from as we continue to talk to you and know about what else has gone on in your life as these moments and events happen. So I appreciate you being vulnerable with that. Go.
Yeah, that's okay, and that is one side of it. That's what I saw. But most of the thing that I heard from my sister went to witness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in the village, we don't have courthouse. We don't have a
Mm-hmm.
lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have legal matter solved.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything is do either secretly or openly in the public, in the
Mm.
front of everybody. And so my sister will go or went out and overnight and what so and so killed so and so in front of the crowd. Not one, not two, but sometimes at a group. So she come back and she tell how a half head cut off, another half hand in there.
Oh.
I mean, the thing about it, children, we like to hear that story, just like a ghost story,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Scary, but 3, 4 girls sleep in small bed, and how we can hold on each other while we talk about those things.
Mm.
You talk about trauma over here. Yeah, a lot of trauma happened, just like the 2 cars hit one another,
Mm-hmm.
or somebody walk into school with a gun and
Mm-hmm.
shot. That is trauma. I mean, my God, who want that? But to us growing up in the village back in those days, it's our daily life. It's
Wow.
something we witness every day. It is something we see every night. It's
Mm-hmm.
just something that to us we just talk just like our family working in the field and come home and carry a dead body and bury them because so killed them. I mean, it just have no rule,
Mm-hmm.
no fairness. That is
Mm.
where life in the village.
Mm.
It's sad to say now many villages around the world still live the same as we thought.
That is the sad part. How many years later? 70 plus years later.
Still the same.
And some of parts of our world is
Yeah.
still suffering in very similar
Yeah.
ways.
We haven't learned anything. Men haven't grown much. We did not really understand how women feel when we went through rapists or we went through torture or we went through whatever that in the family or out the populace or in a social place. It's a lot of drama out there.
Can you talk about, as a young girl, we're going to stay within the timeline. I will know about your own womanhood later on, but let's keep on to the childhood experience of this. What else comes to mind for you as being a young girl, knowing that these are older women facing these type of traumatic events? How did you feel that you would react or respond, or it would do to you? Did that? When did it click for you that that could happen to me, and I better do something to not let that happen to me? Do you recall that experience as a child?
After the war ended in 1954, again the war,
The French War.
the French
The
war,
French War.
yeah.
Okay.
We don't see any more lính phố xanh phố
Okay.
đỏ in the village.
Okay.
We don't see any more Frenchmen in the village with gunpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So now that side, ugly side is calming down.
Mm-hmm.
The new side is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is we concentrate on our family,
Mm-hmm.
our ancestor graveyard,
Mm-hmm.
our home, whatever it we need to rebuild or work on.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have time to think about what happened.
Mm.
We just sharing.
Mm-hmm.
We just talk as we work in the field and we talk about the so and so be raped or so and so. So that is just a conversation in sharing.
Mm.
Nobody really complain
Mm-hmm.
or nobody really say, yeah, that happened to me. Who always talk to? It's just nobody. It's nobody there for us. Therefore, we just move on and work in the paddy and take care. But the story told and retell and keep sharing about so and so. Good, bad, and it's ugly is all there.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody listen, nobody judges you or not judges you, nobody bring you to legal matter, nobody there for you. So you have to depend on yourself and your family your villagers and the people who you work with, you hang out with, and you tell the story. The children here talking about pianos, baseball, football, softball, movie, things like that. And to us, that is all talking about.
I see. It's just a form of just communicating and sharing, and just like any other business, any day.
Yeah.
During that time frame, get it out of your system.
Get out your system.
Okay.
Get out your shameful or proud. Nothing there to proud or
not
shame
to be proud of,
because you're the victim, right? So you share that, and only thing we can say that I'm lucky to be alive, or I'm lucky I'm not happen. That didn't happen to me.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you see? That's how we appreciate the peace.
Yeah.
And not war.
So 1954, you're now 5 years old, and a brief moment in peace. I think it was
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah.
And then you maybe share with me your next part of your life, the next from 5 to 10, before, the next wave we're going to talk about. So what do you recall between, this is a magical age, elementary school, and, fantasy, and just the world is wonderful and everything is fun. What do you recall in your 5 to 10 year age range?
So when I was 5, the war ended, and it's the most beautiful time. It's between 1955 to 60. Those 5 years is no war. Just like I said, the family rebuilt ancestor graveyard. We young children now it become teenager looking for mate, marry. Our parents already put back the strides, build the temples, look into spiritual matters. So have a lot of things to do to catch up with the war that we cannot do. Right? As for children, for me, I then had my family had cow, but then now changed from cow to water buffalo. So that means you have a car, now you go to 18-wheeler. Okay?
Upgrade.
Yeah. So that is my path. My job is to take care of the water buffalo. But I also, first I would say 55, 56, 2 3 years in school. So I go into third grade education in the village school, but we do give only the time that I went to school is from 10 a.m. to 12. That is when early morning, that's my job, okay, that's my 5, 6 years old job. Early morning you wake up, same time that your mom and dad, and your job is to make sure the chicken be fed, the duck be taken care of, cook the pig, so your mom can take care of them. Then all that, then family eat, and you water this, and you go to cut out, right? You let your water buffalo out the field. That 2, 3 hours, you hark, you guide, you sing, you do whatever you want to do with the pet, water buffalo pet, right? But then you lead them home. That is when you took the basket outside, you get cỏ, cover the hay for them. Then you come back, you cook the dinner, lunch. Then your mom and dad come home from lunch, from the rice paddy to have lunch. That is when you go to school. You see.
Wow.
So that is about 10, 10:30, 11. It's too hot now. Nobody outside. So that is the time everybody have lunch, take a nap, and that is when you go to school.
I see.
Okay?
Oh, wow. Interesting. School doesn't start in the morning. You have your your
That is
responsibility
school. Yeah, the
with
school
home.
starts in morning.
Okay.
But I don't.
Oh,
have
you
that
didn't get to
afternoon.
go.
No, I don't
Oh,
get to
school
go.
started all day,
Yeah.
but then you had to stay home and do all the stuff. And then after finishing all the chores of taking care of the buffalo, making rice and lunch for the parents coming back from the work in the field, then whatever time left in school, she gets to attend that. It's not because school started late. I misunderstood. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Các bạn đi học bình dân.
Right. So just very basic, right? Whatever you can get, whatever you can
Right, but
can do in the time that they give you.
Right.
So
but you don't go to the school. You go into somebody's house.
Oh.
So then they tutor you.
I see.
They work in the public school. Then they come back and they tutor you.
Got you. Okay. All right. So it's not formal school setting
No.
that you come late to. It's just someone who is teaching at school, reteaching you in the afternoon after your responsibility is done. A little bit of culture and a little bit of village life. what does taking care of a water buffalo involve? You said cut grass or go let it roam. Like, what do you recall between 5 and 10 years old in taking care of a water buffalo? I love going back to Vietnam, and I had a few trips recently, and I still see water buffaloes in the villages, the smaller village one, especially further away from the cities. They're still farming, they're still using the buffaloes. Share with me how you took care of the buffaloes from what you remember.
Oh, no, talking about the water buffalo, many stories. Did you know, way back in time, they can talk. They can talk. But one boy, con chăn trâu, stop that. So that is a story that if you want to hear. But answer yours, the water buffalo. I don't know other country, but I think Vietnam as individual or Southeast Asia together, the water buffalo to us is very, very good on, very happy to have one, and they are very good pet to have. They work for us. They're not a pet. They work. If you kind and be good to them, you feed them just like my family, they're fat. And so the back is very flat for us to sit on. If the one that just only work, no feed them, but then they're very skinny, but then you sit on there, it hurts, right? So that's why my pet is flat pet. So it's very, very comfortable. I'm very proud to have her. She treats me as just a sister. So when we have a time like in afternoon after she ate, she got tired, she lay down for me to looking for con rận á. Cho lấy chi người con rận thì con trâu, right? And then you scratch her belly and you talk to her and you sing to her. To me, it's the best thing in my life. It's my water buffalo. Beside my cat and dog, and pig. But so one afternoon, they told me, the water buffalo told me, you say, chị Bãi, right? They call me chị Bãi, so they tell me the poem, right? They say, chị Bãi, this is trời xanh em ra, okay? God created me, this is the thing that I do. So then she listened to me a little, she said, chị Bãi, trời xanh em ra, anh ba đi cài, anh Bãi đi giật, giật luôn cả ngày, chẳng mở em ăn. Trời xanh em ra, có một bộ răng, gặm cỏ đất bằng, uống nước bờ ao. Hồi em sống không thương sao chi em hết. Khi em chết, đem ra xẻ thịt, thịt em bưng ra chợ, da em bị trống đánh tụng kinh, phân em đem giải đám dưa, sừng em đem cắt làm lược xưa lược dài.
Wow.
Đó là một cái thân con trâu.
Wow.
Cho nên chi thân con trâu á là do Phật Bà, Quan Âm Bồ Tát, Quan Thế Âm á, Bồ Tát, ngài hiện thân ra con trâu, cho nên chi là very compassionate, very calm, working very hard, never complain to anyone, only obey. And if you go to it, you know, it's a lucky family. If they're not lucky family, they work without eating. And sometimes they call nước ruột mà chết á, they fall down and die, no food, just food. So your witness in the village, one is to take care of my water buffalo, that is my fun. The second was to children, jump off the river, look after the crab, the fish, especially in July when the thunder and raining, when they call mưa giông. Cá rô lên đẻ đó, nhưng là the fish go up, lay egg. Oh, it's fun. So 5 years we work with our parents in the paddy. We swim in a river. We had beautiful coconut trees that we harvest coconut for people. Older people, we hái cao á, đèo lên cây cao, hái cao. We harvest the betel nuts for them. We carry the water for the elderly, so they don't have to do it. I mean, fun. It's just fun, just like children here, they're having fun. But different kind of fun. We have fun at natural. We be in nature. We be with sông, núi, biển cả, ruộng đồng, cây cối. We have all those things around us to survive, to live, to enjoy during the day. Night time we have moon or star and We hear the ghosts sounding. We hear the spirit calling us. We tell the ghost story. We share in who in love with who have an affair with you. Just like every normal human being. My sister Lon, who 10 years older than me, she started to left a village in, I would say, around 58 or 57 to go to Saigon again. The new war rumor is the new war start. So teenager like her have to leave the village. Okay, so she left. Then my only brother Sal and I, and so we help our parents in the family, in the home, in the paddy. I mean, we just kill it, jealous, just have fun. And the first 5 years that I would say, a most beautiful time for children to grow up. We're so grateful that the war is over and the pieces came in to us and gave it to us and granted to us, and so we just so honor to our ancestors and Father in heaven, and we call him ông trời, or you can call him God, and then we honor ông Phật, and we honor the Buddha and all the spirit before us. That is our word. We don't know anything else. But it's a good word. It's poor, barefooted, maybe one piece of cloth on your body, but you have everything. You have your family, you have your river, you have your well, you have your mountain, you have your beautiful village to live on. And that is what I want Vietnam to be back to where it was. But
The dream.
Impossible, the
dream, yeah. You had a beautiful, peaceful time, right between when the war ended with the French and before the next big war basically came. One last thought on the buffalo in a age sense. You were born in the year of the buffalo, so you identify as Tuổi Trâu, right? And so we have this Chinese or lunar calendar, a horoscope, Zodiac of, the 12 animals, right? And Cô Lê Lý is born in the year of the ox or year of the buffalo. And in our culture, that age is particularly known as the hardworking, right? Very hardworking. And I wonder, did you ever think about your life as a child taking care of the hardworking buffalo and connecting that to your own age and identity of you being born in the year of the buffalo? Any reflection on that connection?
When the family asked, a parent, what year is he born? The reason they asked is because they're looking for a mate. Đi làm mai,
Right,
đi làm mai, the big. If they like to
matchmaking.
Matchmaking. If they keep the eye on me for somebody that they know, then they start to ask what year that I was born, right? Okay, so usually we don't say what year, 1949. No, we say the year Kỷ Sửu.
Right. Okay.
Okay, năm Kỷ Sửu. People know that is the year of the water buffalo. In Kỷ, that is 1949. Then, right away, we know that tuổi Kỷ Sửu, tại vì có nhiều Sửu, Tân Sửu.
Right.
Thì Kỷ Sửu, Kỷ hóa thành nhân, làm ân ha mắc oán, là you sanh trong cái năm đó, là đưa đó, you làm ơn bao nhiêu là you mắc oán bấy nhiêu. Cái tuổi đó, cái năm đó, Kỷ đó là nó phải như vậy. Therefore, you born in the year of water buffalo, toàn thân, from toe to head water buffalo. I conceived in January or February sometime, and I was born in November, the lunar. So that you talking about từ đầu do thì tất cả toàn bộ là trâu. So you have to work like a water buffalo. You honest, humble, loyalty, faithful, just like a water buffalo. So therefore, when the matchmaker see that, they have to find someone that match with that water buffalo girl, so that they can introduce so-and-so.
I see.
So when you're talking about the 1949 tuổi Kỷ Sửu, even I tell everybody now that, then people know how old you are. And so when the family talking about, when my mother married my dad, she know which one she asked.
I see.
Water buffalo is one of her list. So in our family, we have 2 water buffalo. My brother born 12 years before me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the monkey, and then snake, and then goats, and then mice. Okay. So all of those things. But So anyway, when coming to the water buffalo, that we have two, and we appreciate the water buffalo very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Now we're into the 10 and 15-year-old range. Moving on, right? 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. Your sister is now in her 15th year, and she's already gone to Saigon in 1957. But if we step into your age at 10, it's 1960, and up to 15 is 1965. So let's stay within that time frame. And can you give me a sense of what your world was like in that part of your timeline?
Working in the field with the parents and sisters, because I don't have brother around anymore. That is learn a lot. I learn a lot from elder sister and mom. We learn about the wisdom, the song, the do and don't, the good and bad. I give you a sample. Just like young girl today, what do they know? But back my time, if after sunset, we cannot eat dinner unless we burn incense to our family, our ancestors. Why? Because we call chọn vọng, that's a mix between heaven and earth. So though at the time that if you burn incense or you say a prayer or you talk to God, that is the time your father had to do it, or the man in the village had to go do so. So therefore, we have to come home before chậm vạng. So goat don't get you. You have to girl cannot walk alone outside the home. Chọn vọng, that is right around sunset. So they say that nhất chạng vạng nhì rạng đông. The first course is the
Sunrise?
sunset.
Sunset, okay. Right.
Second is the sunrise. Those is the two times that it heaven and earth making love mix. Okay, so it can recreate. You know, just like early morning, you wake up, you see the wet, you see the moisture, you see trees so fresh, and that is because they have one night together, and they keep all the good things for us, so that we can live on, right? So when you young and you told from your father and mother say you cannot walk outside at night time as a teenager. You cannot walk across the graveyard because they're gonna follow you. They're that ghost, right? And if they say you go out and harvest a hot pepper, you make sure that you ask, pepper, wake up. I need a pepper from you, right? It's just like older sister call a young sister, wake up so I can buy you something, right? You go and get the water from the well. You have to sing phép bà Thủy. You have to ask permission Miss Thủy, who control the well. They say bà Thủy cho con múc nước. So ask her. She okay. She never say no.
Really?
But you have to ask.
Interesting.
Same with the washing the laundry in a stream or pond or river. You have to ask bà Thủy, can I wash my dirty laundry in your water? I mean, you obey. You obey everything we do. We obey nature law. With it, you don't hurt the tree, you don't destroy the trees, plant anything. We got a life. Support us, give us beauty, right? We obey the universal law. That means lưới trời. Okay, universal law. Lưới trời. You don't see it, but it's there. Try to catch you. Okay, want to catch you if you do wrong thing. Okay, then you obey the spiritual law. That means create karma, so that you can able to become who you want to become, but you the one that pay consequences, no one else. So that is the law that must obey. Besides spiritual law, another that you have to obey your ancestor, you have to obey thổ thần, you have to obey the land god, just like I said, the whale god, the river god, the ocean god. I mean, you have to obey all those things. You just one little sin living on this universe.
Yes.
You just so little. You just nobody. And yet you want to destroy a tree, you destroy a tree. No. You want to get the water from the well without asking? No. You can wash your dirty clothes in the river without ask permission. No. You have to ask. And that is not only the respect what around you. As younger, you have to be aware of those things. And that is where I've been taught. And I am lucky to learn all those things. Therefore, all my life, I would appreciate of everything. And all those things that growing up in the village, I still do it today. In my house, when I need something, I talk to it. I ask permission. That's a part of life. Just like I cannot come into your house without you invited me. I cannot take your thing without I ask your permission first. What gives you the right to go and harvest and destroy everything and say that is right? No, it's not right. It's right for your own right. But for nature law, no. For spiritual law, no. For universal law, no. Then state law, federal law, that is last. That is just a body myth. They can torture you, they can kill you, they can do whatever. But other law, you have to obey first. Yeah.
So early on, only at 10 years old, and yet you've already been taught significant things to appreciate the nature, right? If you are about to take something from nature, make sure you ask nature's permission.
Yes.
There's a nature's law to it. May I take this apple? May I use this water?
Yeah.
May I be in the presence of this nature setting, right? And there's a beauty in that. There's a respect in that. And then there's the universal law of the invisible sort of net that we are all under and that we are still governed by. And whether we know it or not, it's there. And how it comes about, we will know in the life events that we start to experience. And the last is the spiritual law, a key part of perhaps Eastern philosophy about creating karma and harvesting karma. Your actions, your behavior, your thoughts, and how that drives what you do and how that influences the people around you and the effects that you have on people, whether positive or negative, will come back in a karmic way to you. And that law balances itself, as we know when the saying is, karma will catch up to you, right? Or you reap what you sow. So take these three laws into account as you understand Go Lei Li's life in the things that she experienced, in how karmic it was for her, how nature has been a part of her, and also how the universal law in her world, and how it then influences her and all the people around her, including me, and how my world has come into her world just earlier this year. It's an amazing journey that I am starting to learn. I am in my 5th decade of life, and it's for the first time I'm really opening my eyes to understanding a culture and a tradition beyond what I have known in just the normal setting or the school context. And it forces me. It forced me to say, what do I really know about my history? What do I really know about my past, my culture? And with all my friends and family around me, and yet what I have learned is just like this tiny little thing that in my little bubble of my world that I knew. And only did I step into this realm to say, show me your book and teach me and talk about and share your life experience. I watched the movie, and then this is where the crazy parts. It was like, I want you to meet this person. I want you to meet that person. I want you to read this book and learn about this part of history. It blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind, because you don't know what you don't know until you step into the knowing of what you don't know, and you know. It's a mouthful, but it is that way of living a more aware and attuned life, of understanding who am I, where did I come from, what was before me before that, to create all the things that are around me, and then my formation, and then my development and maturation, and where does that go? What do I want for my life at this point going forward, now that I am, in the realm of knowing? What is it that I can bring and share, just as she has done? I mean, she is remarkably humble and incredibly productive. she has a book coming up, and I'm so excited that I can't wait for this to print. It's her third book, or is it your third? Fourth. Okay. And it captures all the last decades, 40 years worth, since of what she has managed to do over the last 2025, let's call it 1985, but even years before that, that came into production. In the last 40 years, since the books, since the movies, what has she done with this life gift, this changed status, this new universe that she was in? And I am along for the ride. I hope you join us to be along for this ride. Our talks may go here and there a little bit because there's just so much history, as you can see. It's just we're going to take some detours here and there just to learn. But the main part I want you to remember is our intent is to bring about a sense of peace and healing as her own individual experience of trauma and wartime and post-war. And we all go through our own internal struggles of what is war to us, but this is real war, plus on top of all the other personal wars. And we are so lucky to have the wisdom and the willingness to share this. And I hope you stay on this wild ride with me to go along and learn about Go Lê Lí's life in her history, in our culture, and also in how she has used her success to influence and continue to build peace and harmony and healing for all involved, okay? So remember, it's all involved. It's very key because we often get sidetracked on whose side we are on and what side we are fighting for without realizing at the end of the day, we're all on one earth, we're all humans, and we're all hoping for peace and happiness within ourselves. And the golden rule, I believe, is do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. If you want peace, you give peace, right? I hope this is clear enough that our journey that I'm going to begin with you through the wisdom of Go Lê Lý and the sharing the story is that we go through this and we learn about this together. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy our first episode together, and there's going to be many more of this, and I can't wait to share more. Do you have any parting words for our viewers for the first episode? Go.
Sure, you don't want to waste the time of people. Are you sure? Because for the last 77 years, I don't know how many hours you can able to pause and to talk to me, but yeah, we need to give back. And this is a one way to give back to people, the harvest, to appreciate life, appreciate what we have, and appreciate who we are. I mean, very important, especially this time. We have to turn ourselves in to know ourselves. If you don't respect yourself, who would you respect of? If you don't appreciate yourself, how can you appreciate others? So that is a good start, and I'm so glad that you're doing that. Give me a high five. Okay, there.
I'm so glad you're willing. I think it's one of those things that falls into your universe and falls into your life, and you say thank you, and you got to do what is what is called of you. And I'm so touched by all the things that I have learned and how deeply it has impacted me already in a short amount of time, and how much things can really truly change if you choose to listen and you choose to take the path that brings you closer to your calling, to your purpose, to the awareness of who you are, what you're capable of, the gifts that you have inside you, and how that can be shared with the world. I hope for that from each and every one of you. And I hope her stories and her sharings, her songs, her poetry, her history, and through the lens of this psychiatrist can help guide our discussions, our conversations, so that we all grow together, learn together, and become the best versions of ourselves together. I wish you peace and happiness, and thank you for listening, and I look forward to you joining us in more to come. Take care.
Thank you.